Getting a drink real quick, sorry. We'll do some Rogue Galaxy when people show up. Am I yelling? I'm yelling. My headset's too loud, I think. Yep, headset's too loud. I was watching other people. I always crank it. Oh, that's not good. Is that lag? No. Maybe. Possibly. Jesus Christ, I've got fucking coke nails. Damn. Damn. Surprising my left thumb's like non-existent. That's weird. Why would my left thumbnail be like non-existent, but I got fucking damn. Look like motherfucking Sabretooth over here. Should I go to my new spot? Let's just go to my new spot. Let's fuck around. Let's find out. Who cares? Who gives a shit? I mean, I do. Oh. Oh my. Oh no. And just like that, deep ocean. I prefer the deep water. I think it's more fun. I think it's more visually appealing. Also, in my mind, I would think that the bigger fish are out here. See, like, when I picture this level for fishing purposes, what I picture are, like, a bunch of red spots that show the beach, which mean no fishing, and then, like, the edges were, like, I was trying to fish from certain spots by the Shigura, and it wouldn't let me. And then there would be, like, yellow spots that are, like, all around the shore that basically cover 12 flight all the way up to, well, no, I guess you wouldn't cover anything past that, everything past 12. So it'd be a pretty big area. It'd be a massive chunk. And then there'd be a green area that's the last 25% of flight, like the maximum distance. And that's where, like, the big fish are. And that just basically is like a big half circle around this entire place. And so long as you're casted out there, you're gonna catch the biggest fish. Potentially. I don't know that, though. That's just how I imagine it. Could be totally wrong. Could have absolutely nothing like that. Probably doesn't. I was holding that Hama Hama weird, though. Dang, I should have watched my other video. Maybe I do need to hit X. I don't know. It is crazy to think I caught anything doing that. Like, actually, it's crazy. I hooked the record right there. I don't get things anymore. It's just, I'm lost. I think I officially believe it's random. And I simply think the higher you go along the centimeter line, the rarer the fish gets. To the point where, like, I don't know, we could be talking 1 in a million for some of those fish. Because there's definitely something related, like, between calculating the centimeters and the FP. Because otherwise you would see a 50 centimeter fish that's 600 FP. But you don't. So, like, it obviously decides the centimeter somehow. It's rare to get a long one. I'm not sure if it's just... I don't know how it decides. Because if it was random, you would see the long ones quite frequently, and new people would just be like, what are these giant fish you can't catch? And it's like, oh, you can catch them. You just have to practice. And it's like, nobody wants to practice to catch that. But, like, you don't even get the chance to practice to catch them. They're so rare. But then again, like, it's not only that they're so rare, it's that once you do hook one of those fish, it's a chance to be one of those giants. Because it's not even that, it's again, you can't even just hook one of those giants. You don't even know if you have one of the records. You might have a personal best. But I mean, it could just be another 150, 500. That's a great fish. Phenomenal fish. But it's not even a 172. Not a 174. Not a 176. 79,250. Wow, that's a weird one. That's pretty min-max, I think. I usually don't like seeing 70s, but... Yeah, it's hard to say if I just wasn't shaking well enough back in the day, or if it's hitting X. Have I been wasting the X button? I am fishing for, well, either a new record or the maximum size Kaji or Hama Hama. We're not really sure how big they get, so I'm either looking for the perfect fish or just a record. This is not it, but I'm a little bored, so I'm gonna catch it. Well, I don't feel like throwing fish off the line today. That always makes me feel weird. I don't know why. But welcome, welcome. We're just trying to test the limits. Trying to beat... Oh geez, this lag's killing me. I might have to reset just to shake this. I wonder if I leave, it'll go away. Probably not. We can try. But I am just fishing the day away, seeing if anybody wants to watch Rogue Galaxy today. See if I can't get some people together to watch some Rogue Galaxy. Because I am on a boss fight. And while it would be fun to sit and struggle against the boss without anybody watching me, because then I could get as mad as I want, it also wouldn't be that fun to just, you know, not let people enjoy it live. Especially because some of the people who I potentially am waiting for... Okay, yeah, this is not going to go away just because I left Shigura Village. Man, I have not figured out what's causing this either. It sucks if it's all the items. Oh man, this is bad. I have got to figure out what is causing that. I think it's all my items. I think I have too much. My inventory is loaded. And I just don't think the game can handle it. It seems much better. I'm gonna go try this new spot. I'd like to catch the record in a different spot. Not that I actually think where I stand matters, but it has been a little suspicious that multiple people have brought up catching a new record in a different location. Although, it kills me and my FOMO to even think about the idea of fishing for 100 hours in a different spot, and it's like, yep, nope, you actually had it the first time, but it's been 100 hours, and I've stood in the same spot, and I have not caught a new record, so let's move. I've got no reason to be loyal to that spot. Well, that's not true, I do, but it's just a spot. We can easily fish for another 100 hours and determine if this is a decent spot. It's probably not. Probably has nothing to do with where you're standing. Again, it more logically is just random, and a fish over a certain size is just so rare that it's not even worth looking for unless you want to set a record. And honestly, I wouldn't. I would set personal bests. And I would probably stop around the 160s, with a 170 being like, and it sounds pretty lame to say it this way, but a life goal. If you want to catch a big fish in this game, a 170 Kaji is like incredible. Any of them. You do not have to like, oh, I'm gonna catch a 179. Like, oh, let me see about this. And it's just like, don't. Just go for any of them. They're all the same. I don't think you're gonna see a bigger one until you hit the next 10 centimeters, and I have no idea how rare that is. I've caught 2 170s and a 180, so I feel like if I catch one more giant fish, I could possibly go back and maybe get like a rough estimate. 4 is not a sample size, I know. But like, I can't imagine catching 10. I couldn't. Excuse me, pardon me. Did not mean to cough right at you. I tried to look away without snapping my own neck. And if I did catch 10, I would suddenly feel like it's just not that rare because they just came rolling in and I was having bad luck for the first 100 hours. And it's like, oh shit, maybe they're only half as rare as I thought, but that could just be RNG. I don't know. I have the joking theory that as soon as I hit 999.59, the fish just get bigger. But that's like 700 hours away. Even if I just left my PS2 on, that's so far away. But we've we've tried a bunch of stuff. Goofy things, mostly. I am not technical enough to look at the game's code. I wish I was, because I probably would have given up on this endeavor and just looked by now. But I guess, on the bright side, I'm not. And I've developed this tenacity, desire to know. Is it healthy? Probably not. But I was gonna say, who gives a shit? But some people do, surprisingly. So we're here. We're out here. In waist-deep water now. I was worried about ankle-deep water, but we got Max standing in the max depth now. We ain't messing around. He almost took a little drink there. I do know I caught the current record, 187 and 584. That's centimeters and FP respectively, on duplicated lures. So you are fine to duplicate your lures. You do not need to buy them individually for authenticity. I duplicated mine almost immediately without a second thought and caught my current records on both. So do not be afraid. You can use fraudulent equipment. I should say counterfeit. It's not even fraudulent. It's counterfeited. It's not even counterfeit. It's magic. Being magic. However, I did catch all of those record-sized fish with a full inventory of items that I had collected along the way. I was several story beats back when I caught them. I have now progressed multiple times through the story. I've talked to Lynn in Balance Valley. I triggered that second event where you talk to Griffin when she's like Master Lynn. Or Master Crest, whatever, and we find out it's actually just Lynn who took Crest's name or whatever. That might be a spoiler, sorry. If you've never played this game, which does happen. You may have played this game and you never got that far. It's a spoiler nonetheless, I apologize. I didn't have to go that in depth. And then I got the Shell Talkie, but I don't know. I have no idea if progressing further into the story affects how large a fish you catch. That would be ridiculous. But we don't know. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. So, I'm here, doing this. Kinda hoping people show up today for Rogue Galaxy. If not, that's totally fine, because again, I'm at a pretty brutal point in the game. I have to delete the fish. I don't want to. It is crazy. I literally have no room for items anymore. So I could get, I think, 3 more of those. So if this moved over 3 spots, it'd fill in these 2. I think there might be 3 of them. They'll give me 3 spots for fish. I don't think it's based on the number of items you have. There's no way. So I almost want to start throwing stuff away, but at the same time, it's like, do I? I don't think it's helping. Although I have been having more lucky days, but like that's unexplainable. I have no explanation for that. All I can really think of is to keep like that one fish. Alright, this might be done. We're gonna go buy 3 more amulets. Excuse me. Excuse me. I can't remember who sells them. It's just, I think, somebody on the train. And then, hopefully I didn't just throw... I don't really care about this fish. I care about the Kaji. We kept the Kaji. It is Granny. I was like, Granny gives cheese, but what does she sell? Oh, that's way more than I thought. Okay, so second to last. Right. Oof. Okay, okay, that works. Oh wait, no, shoot. Yeah, we're just gonna leave that goofily there, I think. Or... there. We can do that. This seems really dumb. not gonna buy any of that. We've got all of those. We've got one of everything from you. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I don't need anything from you two. Last thing I could think of would be like a healing item, but I've actually got all of those. Yeah, we're actually maxed. Bombs? I guess I'm missing bombs? Do I really want bombs though? Not really. Let's try for some bonds and bobos for a little bit. You never know. I do think I will try to throw some fish though. Do I want to be up here? Do I want to go out there? Let's try to catch something from up here. Oh, maybe not. Or should I? Should I go up on my spot? This rock's suspicious. I like it. Is that a good enough spot? Alright, let's try for some bobos and bonds. Let's see what we get. Might actually cut out all my monstrosity back there. My fishing dock. My elevated fishing dock. I know it only has one set of stairs. No, I caught it. I guessed wrong. Better. This seems like a pretty big bond, actually. Maybe a tartan. This doesn't feel like a bobo. Unless it's a small one. Nope, decent bond. Well, 58's pretty small, actually. That seemed big. Interesting. I'm looking for bigger than that, then. Shoot. Wrong rod. Easy there, rod. Oh, it's almost the good hour. So however, it's worth a try. Oh, we are in a good spot. The sun's right there. How's it going? Ugh, nothing. It's the 5 o'clock hour. That's supposed to be the best time to catch them right there. Yo-yo. Yo-yo. How much do those yo-yos weigh? I love Hunter x Hunter. My god. It's too good. It's too good. You can reference it in almost any facet of life. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Not everybody enjoys a Monday, but I think that's just circumstances. Any day can be a good day. Ooh, tiny Bobo. Tiny Bobo. It was alright. Slander. Slander. No, I'm kidding. You can have an opinion on that. I just like that it tries to subvert and then ends up falling into all the same tropes, but actually does them like decently well, because it's like, oh yeah, right, I'm supposed to be making fun of this shit, aren't I? Like, Lady Bisky is supposed to be your generic ass, like, horrible manga loli, and then she actually ends up being a good character. And it's like, oh wait, right. I write peak fiction. I can't write bad. And it's like, oh Jesus Christ. I mean, like, Gon is as hateable as possible, but like, he does it right. Nobody hates Gon for being an idiot. It's just so well done. He is an idiot. It's just, you can't judge him for it. There are definitely aspects of Hunter x Hunter that I don't like, though. He is a complete potato. But, like, that's literally established, like, from the beginning. And it's just, like, no, everybody, like, clowns on fucking Naruto and Goku for being idiots. And occasionally Luffy gets thrown in there. But, like, Luffy and Gon just get a pass because it's like, yep, that's what we want from them. We expect that. Like, I personally love my favorite Hunter x Hunter arc is Greed Island. I love Greed Island. Ginthru is one of my favorite villains. Absolutely love it. Because the whole time you're thinking, like, how are they going to beat him? How are they going to beat him? And it's exactly what you think it is. He's going to get overconfident, and he's going to get punched in the stomach. And that's it. Even, like, for a moment, you're thinking, like, oh, the giant boulder, nice. How's he gonna use that? And it's just so he can get closer and punch him in the stomach. It's just so good. You're just like, okay, look at this strategy. Like, okay, they're taking it up a notch. And it's like, nope, he's just gonna punch him in the gut. He just found another way to punch him in the gut. Love it. It's pure. And maybe unless I'm looking at looking through rose-tinted glasses, I don't think there's many moments that are actually, like, horrifically drawn out, except for the rush of the Royal Palace. But, like, that is peak Togashi laying on his stomach, writing Hunter x Hunter page by page instead of drawing it. So, like, that just is kind of to be expected. But I actually like that Hunter x Hunter, believe it or not, because I got into Hunter x Hunter in 2020. So, like, the Chimera Ant arc was already, I think, 3 or 4 years old. People were literally already calling it hiatus x hiatus when I started in the fandom. What's crazy is I finished reading all of Hunter x Hunter, and Togashi came out of nowhere and announced he was writing a new volume, and it was, like, unbelievable. But it was so cool because it was just like, oh shit, like, I'm up to date. But no, I'll agree. It's not the best. It's my favorite, though. Story of a boy fishing. What the fuck do you want from me? I would have to say, other than that, it's pretty much always been Full Metal Alchemist. That's just like a go-to. I need to re-watch Eureka 7. I actually don't know if I ever finished the last episode, because if I remember correctly, the website I was watching it on turned out to be not a solid one. And, like, as I watched through the entire show, it was just kind of like, man, why are these I used to be able to open 10 of these and let them preload while I was watching 2 of them. Like, this is bullshit. Why are they not loading anymore? And then, like, it's because I was, like, chalking up on viruses, I think. But, you know, that was, like, 2008 internet, so, these are good times. Looking for just just Googling any anime you wanted, and then just clicking through all the different websites until you found one that actually played. Oh my god, I was an idiot. Still am. And you know what's sad? They almost, like... Wow, I don't even think I have a good example of this. They pretty much just should have stopped there. Because, like, I have not heard a single thing about their new book. And I saw it at Walmart, because, strangely, my local Walmart has a fucking anime section. But I saw their new book, and I swear to God, it literally just looks like a continuation of Full Metal Alchemist. And it's like, that's pretty cool, but, like, you should tell the fans that ahead of time. Like, don't pull a Fire Force. Like, that's cool in retrospect, but now that it's been done, like, don't do it again. Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. That might be my tiniest one ever. Damn. Damn. That's a little guy. Oh, Full Metal Alchemist is like the one... I can't remember which one I watched first. It's like a blur now. Oh no, I definitely watched the original, because I remember watching Brotherhood and thinking to myself, wait, where are the 2 blonde kids? And that's how I found out there was 2 versions. I actually, believe it or not, like the other version more. But that's because I liked the movie. Oh, I mean, yeah, that's... Honestly, though, if you look back at, like, the old comics, though, like, it was still there. It's just, like... Not even that they weren't subtle about it, it's just, like, I think they were, like... Not even so blatant about it, it was just literally men good, women bad back then. And, like, now it's crazy. There's some comics that, like, I literally just can't even, like, give my mental capacity space for. Like, I just literally can't open up a file in my brain to give it any time. Because there's some comics I look at and it's just like, Why are they giving this guy like a fucking soapbox? Like, this is weird. Is it because he can draw the Hulk well? Or like, he doesn't have horrible faces? Like, some of the Hulk stories, when I hear them, it's just like, why? Why does this guy get fucking rights to use the fucking Hulk, but like, we can't get a good game? And then like, oh my god, what's the fucking one with the, oh my god, what is it? Every so often, I'll get an AI voice that tells me Marvel stories, and it's just like, in this one, Mary Jane is infected by radioactive semen from Spider-Man and comic 61345. Author decided that Spider-Man would have radioactive semen from the spider that bit him. And it's like, stop! I just know. Why? And it's got like fucking 100,000 likes and 2,000 comments, and people are like, this is my fucking favorite issue. And it's like, I hate this shit. It's like, where's the Spider-Man pointing at each other? Give me pictures of Spider-Man. It's like, I don't give a shit what your fucking political belief is, but like, write a goddamn good story. Plenty of games. Plenty of games. Shoehorn in their politics, and you can look right past it. Because it's still a good game. It's still a good story. Still a good movie. Still a good book. But like, some people just can't. They just write weirdo shit, and it's just like, I'm just gonna turn and look away. I'm gonna turn and look away. But man, I'm telling you, that fucking, those AI, like, channels are killing me. Like, I never thought AI would actually, I mean, it bothers me. Like, I'm not an artiste. My hand's in the air because I'm holding something. But, like, I see how fucked up it is for, like, creators and stuff like that. And I see what it's going to do to Hollywood when, like, you know, the directors are just like, I'm just going to fucking fill this part in. I don't think, like, good directors are going to do that. But, like, there's definitely some movies where the writing was bad enough already. And I can see somebody just being like, just pull up one of those things and fill it in. Like, we need 10 pages. We're an hour short. And it'll happen. There will be another writer's strike, and it will happen. Man, we thought fucking Lost took a dive. Wait till the first time AI is actually used on, like, a big show. Honestly, it'll probably just end up with, like, the actors striking again, and then being like, I'm not reading this. Although there are some low-quality shows where it might actually get better. That would be a crazy coincidence. Oh my god. Like, terrible shows actually get better, and good shows get worse because, like, they fire the writers, but, like, when you fire bad writers and you just use, like, AI, it might work. That would be hilarious. Like, wow, dude, all my favorite shows took a fucking dive, but, like, and Badmouth got pretty good. No, I'm kidding. That's called drug addiction. They're getting new material. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But not really. Not entirely. Ooh, ooh, okay. We got a potential 140-400 here. What are we looking at? That's my guess, 140-400. I'm going easy today. I'm just locking it in. Oh! Why am I doing that? I've been so bad about that lately. Just misread the arrow. I almost deserved to lose that fish. Couldn't do something as simple as follow an arrow. If I had to hit X right there, I would have lost the fish, but thankfully I only tried to follow the arrow. Normally I try to follow the arrow and snag a couple real points like that, but that fish would have been gone. Oh, it's gonna be like a fucking 125 360. Watch this. Fucking my heart shattered. I can feel it. Oh, fuck! That's a big fucking fish. I feel pretty good. It's 3 o'clock. Damn. 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 That was big as fuck. Lock it in. We might be doing 12 hours. Sorry, Rogue Galaxy. Give me one moment. I like to put my record, my daily record in the title. What do you want to know? Do you want to know both stats? 1 fish, 2 fish? Do you want to know everything? Because it's kind of complicated. The record length is 187. I think 0.7. .8 is the record length. The record weight is 584. However, the record weight was only 174 centimeters long, and that one was only 522 points heavy. So, yeah, it's been miserable. It's not even. I'm not even gonna fucking sugarcoat it. It's been fucking miserable. Is today's apostrophe S today's records? Is that apostrophe S or is it just today S? I have no idea. God, why am I like so bad at English? It's probably because I never paid attention because it was just like, I speak it. What do you mean I got an F? Lady, I've grown up speaking English. I know what I'm doing. Damn! That was a good fish. Excellent. Alright, we're updated, I think. Oh wow, today's part 165, and we caught a 156. That's just a fucking coincidence. I'm not even gonna joke that that's something I believe in. Because I've said a lot of crazy things, but that's just a joke. That's a joke, people. Interesting, though. That was one of the first fish I caught after entering here. So either RNG resets upon entering, or I just got lucky. Or maybe that's what I wanted. Maybe I wanted the plural of today. No, I'm kidding. Maybe I literally meant multiple January 22nds of the year 2024. Multiple rebirths of the universe in which we use the what fucking calendar do we use? Juo-Day Christian? No, that's fucking horrible. That's not the pronunciation. What is it? Gregorian? Do we really? I don't even know what calendar we use. I can tell you what the largest fish is in this game, but I have no idea what calendar we use in this fucking world. Why can I not actually think of the fucking word? I can, like, hear it in my own head, but I cannot pronounce the word. Probably because I can't even pronounce. Oh. Well, when your whole job is to sit there and make decisions and wear a hat with nice little red shoes, I think you have some time to make a calendar at some point. I cannot imagine life before the calendar. Like, ugh. One of my biggest pet peeves in life is making plans with somebody, and then, like, when the day arrives, you get that message, and they're just like, oh, I'm so sorry, I'll be there in an hour. And it's like, okay, like, that's fine. Like, I expected you to cancel. That's totally fine. And then, like, you text them after an hour and a half, and you're just like, where are you at? And they're like, I'm so sorry, like, I'm almost there. And, like, that's the 2-hour mark. Like, you're getting a 2-hour wait. And then 3 hours later, they never show up, and it's just like... Pre-calendar days, I'd been stealing horses. See, I feel like my friends still work on that, though. Yeah, we'll hang out soon. In, like, 6 phases of the moon. Oh, absolutely. I'd love to play disc golf. When? When are you free next? Anytime. Perfect. I'll see you in 2 autumns. We ride. I'm free tomorrow. Yeah. Are you free in 2 fortnights? I'm free tonight. I must ride home. I see there are 2 lanterns in the clock tower. I must go. It's noon, and we're in a field with a disc golf course. I must ride. It's like, it's crazy. Like, I used to always hear the joke that, like, you know, some people are just on a different beat of the drum or something like that, and it's just like, I don't think so. I think motherfuckers just don't want to hang out. And it's fine. It's fine. Because I have fishing. And I've caught the records. So, interesting. I don't want to speculate too much, but I love to speculate. I love a good speculation. No, absolutely not. I've got the ones that matter. And that's all that fucking matters. No, I'm kidding. I don't have any of the records that, like, I genuinely want. I just have the ones that matter to other people because that's what matters to me most, is taking their joy. No, I'm kidding. Now, I have the records I want. Originally, I wanted to catch a fish so large it clipped into the ground. But back in chapter 3, we thought my only option was the gobbler, because we had not yet discovered that, like 14 years ago, Pokemon Fan 4000 had caught a 171 centimeter Nonky, which could have clipped into the ground easily if anybody else had caught one, but nobody else knew they got that big. So instead, we were like, we'll move on to Kajis. Kajis have to be the next one. And honestly, it only took me like 3 weeks, and I was catching Kaji that clipped into the floor every few hours. Like every 3 hours, I probably caught like a 150, 160. Well, no, that's an absolute lie. A 140 or a 160. And then all of a sudden, I caught the 187, and shit got weird. I'd have to go back and like rewatch everything, but like I stopped catching big fish like almost entirely. I started seeing 170s, which I'd never seen before, and then probably like 2 weeks ago I started seeing 150s a little more regularly, and then, man, it was like 3 or 4 days ago I caught like 5 150s in one day, and then again we just saw another 150. So I have no idea if like something actually changed or it's just random. You fish for fucking 200 hours, you're gonna see some weird shit. But I think the weirdest shit is over my 200 hours of fishing. I haven't seen a single fish that I would consider perfect. Like, not a single fish has been caught at, like, 100 centimeters, 0.0. I think you were the one that said, like, if you catch something, like, a 0.1 millimeter over, it means it can get bigger. But, like, that's the interesting thing is, like, I've never caught a fish even remotely like that. So it's like, are they just that astronomically rare? Or do they even exist at all? It's interesting. We don't know. There are some data miners for the first game who have figured out everything you could want to know. But last I checked up on them, they updated the Dark Cloud 1 mod 5 months ago, which makes me think they're not coming to Dark Cloud 2 because they don't want to. They don't need to. They like Dark Cloud 1, and that's fine, but like, I'm not going to sit around and wait for some people to get bored of their favorite game of all time and decide to mod another game that they have no interest in, because they could just very well decide, like, actually, believe it or not, Dark Cloud 2 is not my second favorite game. It's Cublix, Robots Save the World. So I'm going to be modding that game. And it's like, what do you mean fucking Cubics Robots Save the World is your favorite game? Like, well, I just don't like Dark Cloud 2, so sorry. And I've waited 13 fucking years. So I would rather just chuck my time at the wall like it's fucking art and call it that, because it is to me. Nobody else has to appreciate it. Just I do. It's wonderful if other people do. It makes me feel good. And it makes it easier to fish. Because sometimes it's just like, would I rather play Rogue Galaxy right now? The answer is yes. But like, I know it's gonna happen that game. I'm not doing anything groundbreaking. Whereas this, it could be around the next corner. It's the gambler's fallacy, sort of. But, like, I'm also totally aware that, like, it could never fucking happen. Although, I've been dying to play a shitload of Pokemon Crystal after I found out that nonsense. Ugh. If I'd have dedicated all the time I wasted to Pokemon Crystal, this should be over. Well, see, that's the thing. It's not sunken cost. I have caught the biggest fish. I'm just trying to figure out the record now. Or not the record. I've caught the record. I'm trying to find the biggest fish. So you're technically right. I'm not sure if that's what you meant. But you are right. If that's what you meant originally, you were right in both manners, but Because before I caught that, the record was 176 to 36 or something like that. Caught by Pokemon Fan 4000. But like again, after 3 weeks, I beat him. And like I had nothing to show, I had nothing to explain it with, I just fucking beat him. And it's been so long since then, and it's just kind of like, oh. I still have no explanation. I mean, the only explanation I can really, like, even put it towards is that specifically in his video, he talks about I didn't increase my strength stat. So obviously, strength isn't necessary for reeling in the big ones, because when you look at your fishing pole and you level it up, strength says it's necessary for reeling in the big ones. So it's like, if he would have leveled up his strength, would he have caught a bigger fish? It's like, that's fucked up to even think about, but like, would they have? But unless somebody fucking literally data mines the game and backward, what is the term? It's not backwards compatible. That's backlog it? No. Dump it? I think you have to dump it. Is that what you have to do? I think you have to dump the files and then read through them. Reverse engineer? Is that what it is? But yeah, essentially somebody has to go in and fucking read the code and then tell us like, hey, you've got this chance of getting this length of fish, and then this length of fish has this chance of being this weight, and then this weight has this chance of being this. And it's like, oh, what the... Wait, what? What the hell, Assemble? What the fuck? If anybody ever watched this playthrough start to finish, it would probably cause me to cry. I'd be overwhelmed with emotions to find out somebody actually watched all of this. I think I'm on episode... I literally think I'm on episode 165. That's not an exaggeration. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Got ourselves a good fish here. Fish on! My name's Jeremy White. I'm an angler, biologist, writer. I've traveled the world fishing streams, lakes, rivers. Now I'm exploring the oceans. Oh shit, sorry. I can't read that right now. Let me finish this fish. I've already proven myself unreliable today. I can't miss a fish. Oh, 132, 388. Nice. Nice. Dumping is more like ripping all the data off the disk. It just means that the copy is... okay. Yeah, see, I wish I understood what all that meant so I could just, like, you know, do it and then have the answers for everybody by, like, next Tuesday. But instead, to me, that literally means getting, like, an old Dell computer and putting a PS2 disc in the computer drive and then plugging it in and then doing, like, a... I'm in. And then I know all the secrets. But, like, obviously I know that's not how it works because somebody would have just done that by now. Yeah. Just caught that Hama at 3:30 in the afternoon. Like, what? Sadly, I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. There's like one person in the community who could probably answer all of our questions within the next couple of weeks if they decided to like break it down. But I don't know if anybody knows how to contact that person. And then there's another person we have who's just essentially waiting on some computer parts to arrive. But like, isn't that the best when you're waiting on the fucking mail carrier to arrive important computer parts? Because like, isn't that the fucking like scariest thing to imagine? Somebody whose fucking whole job is to sit in a vehicle with no doors on it and deliver posts to people in like remote areas where they have dogs and fucking owl bears. Or just obtain a copy of the web on a copy of it. I mean, that's fair too, but like, are you just saying that you would just skip the whole modded PS2 process and then go through an emulator to do it? Because I feel like if it was that easy, somebody on emulator could figure this all out for us. Or is it just the reading the code part I mean, am I just underestimating the code part? It's not that I'm underestimating. I know I can't read it, but like, is it like that hard to read code that like nobody can do it? We need like a fucking super nerd? I haven't said super nerd in a while, but if you're that far above everybody else, I think you deserve it. Because if all it took was me downloading an emulator and a fucking illegal ROM, no, I'm kidding. I wouldn't serve 5 to 10 just to fucking find out the largest fish. But I'd think about it. Not kidding. It would not be worth it. 10 to 20 would. Not kidding. Jokes, people. These are jokes. Yeah, see, that's I think the hard part is like, are you just gonna randomly find like a piece of line that says fishing size? Or is it just gonna be arbitrary fucking nonsense that only the original person knew? Or like you have to slowly figure out by poking and prodding and softly modding, and it's just like, oh shit, when I change these values, suddenly the fish are fucking purple. Oh, it's fish color. That's weird. Or yeah, is it gonna be like the fucking line before that says fish color? And it's like, oh, I bet if I change those numbers, it changes the fish color. I watch, and this doesn't make me understand coding at all, but I watch Illusionary Wall, Illusionary? Illusionary. I think there's an N in there. And they do like code reading and stuff like that for Dark Souls and games like that. And it's really cool and interesting, but like, yeah, I just assumed that it'd be scrolling through lines and lines and lines of code looking pretty much control F'ing until you find the word fish size. And if it doesn't exist, you're just fucking scrolling until you find something that says like, I don't know, 40 to 200, and it's like, oh my god, is that the range for fish? Did we find it? And like, you just find out, no, that's Fetus, like, power swing, like swing or something, I don't know. But this is a Hama. I'm trying not to play it too excited. This is a Hama, yes. Ugh! That would have been huge. Bummer, dude. I'm gonna guess that these games don't. Because it was, like, for a long time speculated. Yeah, I don't know which one this one is, but I'm gonna guess that this one isn't on the easier to read side. Because for a long time, people couldn't figure out why Dragon Quest said, I think it was Dark 3. Which was, like, the only real reference anybody had to Dark Cloud 3 actually existing in, like, a physical form. But it turned out all that was a reference to the name of the engine itself. So, like, I think if people were just grasping at straws at the fucking word Dark 3 within the Dragon Quest code, I'm gonna guess all the games are probably pretty hard to read to some extent. And not just like, oh yeah, this shit's easy. I remember watching an Iceberg video on Dragon Quest stuff, and, like, literally there was so much speculation on why the word Dark 3 was in Dragon Quest 8, and it was just like, oh, Jesus, like... Why is it there? But lo and behold, it's just because that's the current iteration of the engine they were working on. I'd be depressed to find out Rogue Galaxy is Dark 4, because I don't like the way Rogue Galaxy feels. I actually really like that game now that I've played it more, but, like, it's got glaring issues. And I have no problem saying that. But, like, there's a good game in there. If they were to remaster Rogue Galaxy, or... No, remake it. Not remaster. If they were to remake it, I think it could be, like, an amazing game. If they got rid of the stupid, focus bar, oh my god, that's so annoying. Like, it'd be fine for spells and stuff, but when you're fighting, it is so aggravating when you're trying to hit one of those, like, unique enemies that you have to hit on the fucking head in a specific spot. And you run out of swings, and you never actually hit the fucking thing. So, like, you never did any damage, and now you have to take a second to recharge your bar, just so you can not do any more damage. But, like, yeah, give it some more updated Kingdom Hearts style combat instead of whatever the fuck they were working with. Which is funny that I say it updated because Kingdom Hearts came out before it, but I digress. And that game would be fun as shit. That's it. That's all they need to do. Take some shit off the screen when you're in combat. It doesn't need a fucking battle log. I don't need to know that I paralyzed the spider 6 times. Burning Strike is basically useless. It's cool, but it should probably just be one person's ability. So, I do want to bring up an interesting point. Again, I don't like talking about this stuff because I'm suspicious as fuck. Very, very, what's the word? Superstitious. I believe in jinxes. Not like jinxing other people, but like jinxing yourself. I think you can literally mentally trap yourself in a cycle of fucking up. I think it's so easy to do that. Maybe it's just because I grew up driving a manual car, and like when you're in a public area with like heavy traffic and you stall your car once, you get nervous, and you're gonna stall your car multiple times, and it's a fucked up situation to be stuck in. Or maybe it's just me and I'm an idiot. Anyways, I think it's very interesting that when I hooked that fish, I thought it was going to be a 140-400. And the reason for that was the bar didn't go all the way up to where it normally does for a fish of that caliber. Meaning, maybe today for some reason, the fish are potentially bigger. I have no evidence of that outside of the fact that I thought that fish was going to be smaller, and then it turned out to be way bigger than I expected it. And the reason I expected it to be smaller, maybe, you're not supposed to be in the water 2 hours after you eat. Or for 2 hours after you eat, I think. So, like, that's on them, though. They shouldn't even be in the water, then. Where's the lifeguard? Who's running this place? Anyways, I'm wondering if that's actually what I've been looking for this whole... Because I've never been looking for it. I've never thought to myself, huh, I wonder if I should reset the game until I see big fish spawn in looking like little fish. Because that would pretty much be the only way, I guess, now for the jumbo fish to appear. I don't even think it's real. I think it's just a wives' tale. If I had to guess, the only thing it actually is like when you're in intense exercise like swimming is, and a lot of people underestimate how intense swimming is, your body pulls your blood away from your stomach. So if you eat a bunch of food and then go swimming, you probably stand a good chance that you're just leaving a bunch of undigested food in your stomach, and you're gonna feel like fucked up for a little bit. It happens all the time with ultramarathoners. That's why you have to make sure you're like properly hydrated with good electrolytes so that your body continues to digest. But like people get in water all the time and don't realize how many calories they're burning. But like I don't think it has anything to actually do with like the time frame. I think it's just literally like fucking digest your food, people. Oh, absolutely. But like people underestimate it all the time because it's like one of the most fun workouts. I think that's like one of the... Oh, see, like, that's a... Okay, so this should be 120 to 130. Actually, 100 to 130. But if this hits 140, I'm wondering if my theory is right and, like, the fish took a step down and the bigger fish are all of a sudden available today. That'd be fucking crazy. Never looked for that. Anyways, I don't necessarily respect the man, but one of the things I respect about JFK was that he actually was trying to find ways to make exercising appealing, I believe. And like, that's huge. Like, I think that's one of, okay, so that fish was right on the money. So I don't know. Maybe my theory's not right. Who knows? But like, I think that's one of the biggest problems is making working out more appealing. Because not everybody wants to go hit a full rack at the gym. Another decent fish. But I think if it wasn't stigmatized, plenty of people would go float in the pool and do some water aerobics. That shit's so good. And like you said, it's a good full body workout. Water aerobics is some good shit. But like, it's got such a stigma for older women to like be the only ones doing it. Like, I'd love to do some water aerobics, but like, truth be told, I know I would just make friends with the older women and they'd bring me snacks and I'd never lose weight. See, it's not even like, I actually do, see, that's another good fish though. That's impressive. I do actually believe in some government enforcement because like I don't think the average person is smart enough to take care of themselves like that. Like, I believe in free will, but like when an entire fucking fire department has to show up to get you out of your house when you're having like a heart attack, it's no longer really your choice. I think like you fucked with a lot of people's day and like that makes you a bad person. Yeah, see, like, and that's a different step than government mandated, but like, I think the government should to some extent try and help the average person, because I don't think the fucking average person has the time to research caloric deficit and workout routines. I don't think they should hold you at gunpoint and make you do fucking, like, gymnastics at age 6. But the fucking government fitness test used to be something that, like, not kids feared, but it was just like, I don't want to be the only kid who can't do a fucking pull-up. But, like, I definitely remember, nice, we're getting some good fish today. Yeah, but, like, if you live in a food desert, that's necessarily not the easiest thing to figure out. You have to jump through a bunch of hoops to figure out all the fucking... Yeah, like, there's... The actual way to lose the weight, yes, is easy, but, like... It's working a full-time job, and then again, figuring out which brands you can trust, because they're like, oh, we're sugar-free. And it's like, yeah, but you just fucking named sugar something different, you assholes. Like, you actually have fucking 4 times the sugar. Because as soon as I metabolize it, my body goes, sugar. But, like, the fucking FDA doesn't make you label it that, you assholes. I think a lot of people are still fucking falling for, like, the fat-free fads and stuff. Some people still think being vegetarian just automatically makes you healthy. I had a friend one time tell me, he was just like, do you ever just lose your peripheral vision? And it was like, what? It's like, you just ever, like, get... It's like a black bar on a TV. You just can't see out the sides. Like, where your glasses end all of a sudden. And it's like, oh my god. No! What are you talking about? And he's like, I think I'm iron deficient. It's fine. I get it from beans. But, like, sometimes you just get burnt out on beans, right? And it's like, oh my god, eat a fucking hamburger. What is wrong with you? They were also driving at the time. 1:30, 4:16. Woo! Sha-sha-sha! Nice. Good shit. Okay, so... Now, do you think it's just because it was 5 or 6 o'clock? Or do you think it's because I keep deleting that fish and re-catching it? Because I'm going crazy right now. Let's try again. Round 2. Fight. Who knows? I don't. Shit, they'll sell you something in my country, and they don't even give a fuck, so long as you just don't label it as food. You could literally sell chocolate bars to people, and so long as you labeled it as, like, a sports nutritional bar, the FDA would just be like, ah, fuck, it's not food. Anything consumable has to be labeled here as well, but, like, unless it's literally food, the FDA, the Food Drug Administration, does not give a shit. So, like, you could just call it a sports supplement, and you can sell whatever the fuck you want. It's wild what people get away with, and just literally labeling it as a sports supplement. It's wild. And I fell victim to it. I used a product, and it's a worldwide energy drink now. But for a while, they weren't like a small company, but they were like a small enough company that they got away with some shenanigans. Yeah, no, like, protein powder is probably one of the worst ones. Well, I'd say when you start getting into, like, creatine powder, it's just the Wild West. I shouldn't even say protein powder. I would say most protein powders actually label their ingredients here out of pride. Thank you. We are actually having decent luck today. It's kind of a special one. So thank you. Thank you. Hopefully the double luck stacks and we finally break into the 190s. Most protein powder tastes pretty bad. I used one, I can't remember exactly the brand. I think it was Body Fortress Whey Isolate. And I would mix the vanilla with chocolate milk, and it was pretty solid. It got me like 40 grams of protein, I think. So just enough to put me over the threshold for what my body can absorb in one, like, 12-hour session. And then I could drink another one in the afternoon and get like 80 grams for the day pretty easily. I can't remember how much protein your body can absorb at once. It's like 30 grams or something like that. But depressingly, if you're working out, you need your body weight in fucking protein pretty much. So like, it's why those bodybuilders, yeah, it's why bodybuilders literally just eat chicken all day. Because it's better to get your protein, I think, through like that form, because it's already like in the form that your body can just absorb it, whereas like protein powder has to be, I don't know, metabolized or something. I can't remember exactly. That's the one thing I don't miss about working out, is just my insatiable appetite. I hate that. I hate the constant need to feel, like, hungry. It's not even so much that we're evolved to eat meat. It's just, yeah, it's like that form of, like, protein is designed for us. It's like trying to give your animals cooked food. Like, they can't digest the cooked food as well as we can, because that's what we go for. But, like, it's just, I mean, yeah, like, we've evolved to eat a very specific type of protein. One day, we'll probably fucking randomly stumble onto, like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. The Southeastern Asian giant clam is the exact kind of protein we need. And suddenly everybody eats clam meat when they're, like, trying to bulk up at the gym. That'd be so fucking fun. That's exactly what gym people would do. Yeah, like, South America and, like, beans, that shit goes hard. Beans are insane. When you look up, like, vegetarian diets and, like, meat replacement, beans are literally, like, the top 8 protein replacements. And then it's just, if you take like a step back and you're like, okay, what about not beans? It's just legumes, which includes beans. And it's like, damn, they figured shit out there. However, even then, we, again, not totally evolved to eat meat, but we have evolved to eat, like, certain parts of the animal. Like, collagen, it's almost I think it's almost impossible to find collagen in any source other than animals. I actually caught my record today. I caught a 30 centimeter, 78 FP Hama Hama. I caught officially my smallest Hama Hama. Yeah, it was tiny. I always like to post my smallest catch of the day if I catch any records. So if I catch like an actual like world record or something today, that shit's going up on Reddit. I guess I could post the baby one on Reddit without a record. There's nothing to stop. It is a record. It's my personal best. Apparently, I need several more hours of 3+ people watching before I can get emotes, by the way. So, I really don't want to do this. I've been streaming for a year now, so, like, I feel like I've pretty well proven that I like to do what I like to do. I'm not doing this shit for fucking Twitch or anybody. I just literally play games like this. This is how I exist. This is just me. But Twitch is like really pushing me to just leave my stream up when I'm away, so people can like chat in here. But like they're pretty much not going to give me affiliate unless I leave stream open. Because every time I end my stream and go do stuff and you guys leave, it technically counts against me. Because when I start up and you're not just automatically like lurking or something, I get more time that counts towards nobody watching. And like, that's just fucked up. It's technically not, but like, that's what they want. Because like, every time I start my stream and nobody's in here, I'm getting more time with nobody watching. But like, in order for me to get affiliate, I have to have an average of X amount of people watching for so long. And it's just like, okay, so technically you want me to have the stream left open so nobody leaves. And like, yeah, it's like, no, they don't want you to do that. But at the same time, like, yes, they do want you to do that. And it's like, what the fuck, Twitch? Pick a lane. Like, personally, as a viewer, because I've been a viewer my entire life, I've only been streaming for a year. I hate it when the Twitch person's just like, hey, I'm gonna go run fucking chores for 2 hours. And it's like, oh. Like, what? Yeah, like they're fucking sitting in the shoulder lane with their hazards on, thinking they're in the carpool lane, going 20 under. It's like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Stop. Stop. Somebody arrest them. But no, yeah, because I realized, like, the longer you stream as, like, a no-viewer streamer, the more you screw yourself, because you dilute your average. You need even more people watching for longer, the longer you go originally without anybody watching at all. And it's like, that's kind of fucked up. You're basically... It honestly just tells you to make 3 fake accounts, and as soon as you start streaming, have those fake accounts watch you. It almost coerces. It almost pushes. I'm gonna fucking pick the easier word. It almost pushes you to doing that. Because every moment that you're streaming and nobody is watching you, you're screwing your average. And it's just gonna take longer to get affiliate. I never even really thought about it that way. That's like really fucked. But like, I don't even like walking away for a few minutes. Like, that was one of the things when I started streaming, I told myself that I wouldn't do, was walk away from my computer and, like, leave the microphone just dead. But, like, I've grown to realize you do have to you have to eat food, you have to do stuff. And unless you live out of a fucking food bag or the microwave, which, I mean, food deserts, you can't. You have to, like, sometimes you have to boil water and you have to get away from the microphone. Ooh, 97.306. Not bad. That sounds like a radio station. Tuning in to 97.306. The Kaji. With the Hama Hama. Kaji in the Hama Hama. Kaji in the Hama Hama. Kaji in the Hama Hama. At 97.306. What do you mean by food desert? Like, no takeout? No, so the exact opposite. You only have takeout. Like, there's no grocery stores or any kind of market for you to buy food in. You only have, like, KFC, Taco Bell, and McDonald's. So, like, that is your choice. It's like really common. It's fucked up. I don't know how like common it is outside the United States. I'm guessing it's a growing concern as our fucking monopolies try to take over the world. But like I've lived in places where like you have to drive not to city limits, but pretty much to the, oh wow, that was crazy. 6 Hamahamas and the 7th was Akaji. But you have to drive to like the city limits to find a grocery store, but within the city there's like, you know, restaurants, fast food, all that kind of stuff, but it's just like, damn, like I gotta pay $12 for a salad? So that's the craziest one. Now, I've lived in situations like this, and I know this situation is all around the world, so like I know it's not unique to the United States. But like I've lived in places where you live so far from the rest of society that like, yeah, the nearest thing is a singular gas station, and they actually have like a food court because there's so little food where you live. But I know that's not unique to the United States because other people live in even fucking more remote places where they don't have gas stations. But like I've lived in places like that where like, oh, I'm gonna drive to get some food, and it's like, where? And it's like, well, 15 minutes down the road, if I drive 60 miles an hour, there's a gas station and I can buy drinks and a sandwich there. And it's like, oh, well, like, what if you want groceries? Oh, that's an hour. I have to drive an hour at 60 miles an hour. It's 60 miles, I guess. I never really thought about it. I'm screwed if I don't have a car. But no, it's insane. It's a food desert. It's wild, but like it's a weird phenomena. It's weird. Oh my gosh, this one town, I'm not going to exactly say where because it is kind of a sad town, and it's a very small town and people are very identifiable there, and not that you could figure out who I am because I only lived there for 1 year. I'm just not going to say it anyways, but when I realized after moving there that the only place to eat was the local gas station, it was it took me a moment. It literally took me a moment, and then I ordered some boneless wings because they're so fucking good. I don't even know if they were that good or I just grew to love them because I had to drive an additional 20 minutes to get to like a Subway. $129, $356. Interesting. That's a good fish. See, America's getting better, but in the same breath, same stroke of the brush, some places are getting worse. Like Walgreens is literally leaving, I think, most of California at this point. Not that like Walgreens is a fucking phenomenal source of food and stuff. Like they actually try to scam the shit out of most of their customers. It's a fucking scam store. That's what it is. It's like, it's a gas station without gas. That's literally all it is. But like, yeah, like where I used to live in the place that only had a fucking gas station for food, like they have grocery stores now, and it was a massive deal to get that grocery store, but like they're growing, and again, some places are shrinking, but it do be like that. You have a mall? Okay, that's the most unbelievable part of this whole fucking scenario. The fact that you have a mall with food in it is the most unbelievable part of that whole sentence. Did your malls not all die over there? Our malls are dead here. They're like actually scary to go in, if you're allowed. Interesting. Do you have outdoor malls or indoor malls? I could see outdoor malls still being massive over there. I mean, how else are you guys gonna show off your fucking sandals? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Kidding. Your toe rings. Indoor. Interesting. Now, do you guys have old people that, like, mall walk? Just old people that go to the mall to walk? Is that a thing there, too? Because, like, that was probably one of the few things that, like, kept malls populated was old people walking. You say that, but we have them. There are probably still some of the only surviving malls, like, that I know of are the outdoor malls. Because, like, people like to go grab, like, a pretzel and a slushie and walk around still. It makes you more likely to buy something when you got a fucking slushie and a pretzel. You're enjoying life. But, like, yeah, no, I'd say it probably rains 1/3 of the year as well. So, like, they shouldn't work, but I get it. Nice. Nice. Now, I have to ask, do your malls have what I like to call them germ factories, but those little play areas where all the people take their kids to let them play and then they, like, zone out and their kids just fucking, like, spit on everything? I was never allowed to play in those because, again, my family called them germ factories. But, like, oh my god, like, you could literally tell where it was in the mall because you could hear the, like, screaming echoing from it. It was like a central hub. You could always tell where you were. It's, like, almost sad, but my own parents made me hate having, like, just the idea of having children. My own fucking parents. Oh, see, that's way smarter. Let the fucking sun clean everything. Yeah, see, in the US, it's really popular to have, like, these giant... I honestly don't even know what the material is that they're made out of. But it's this, like... This is so weird to even think about. I actually don't even know what it is. It's like a latex on a foam that probably has a metal or concrete structure inside of it. But they're like these giant, weird-looking, not quite right play areas of, like, oh, it's a caterpillar and his friends, or it's fruit, or it's pizza or something. But, like, they're like these big foam, squishy, it's like it's covered in latex. It's weird. But, like, everybody brings their fucking kid to them, and it takes one sick kid to fucking just ruin it for a month. Like, never fucking touching anything there. It's clean again. Honestly, they were probably just fucking, like, perpetually creating new noroviruses there. Oh, God, that actually sounds... That probably would have saved the mall in America. That's not even an exaggeration. I was one of the biggest problems with a mall in my local area. Not like me personally, but like teenagers just being what we called mall rats and hanging around all day. And like there would just be, at my local mall, there would be these groups of teenagers, like 10 to 20 of them, just moving from store to store, not buying anything, just fucking being unproductive members of society. Although I did get kicked out of the mall one time because the people I were with were soliciting tickets to Battle of the Bands. And that got us all kicked out of the mall. I was so embarrassed that day. I realized that day I was hanging out with delinquents and I was in a bad place, but I think I was like 13 and I couldn't drive, so like I couldn't really say anything until I got dropped off at home. So that was a weird day, but literally got kicked out of the mall, and the next thing we did was we went to Taco Bell, and I just remember thinking, like, finally, like, I'm gonna buy a fucking, like, I'm gonna get something, I'm gonna grab a fucking Baja, and, like, I can forget about getting kicked out of my favorite mall today. And, like, before I even knew it, this guy was tapping me on the shoulder, and, like, just the look on his face was just like, you better run. And I just remember thinking, like, oh, fuck, okay, let's go, fucking, like, okay, what are we hustling? And as we got into the car, like, 2 of them had, like, the posters from the fucking windows. And it was just like, oh my god, like, this is it. I'm going to prison. I'm an accomplice, and I'm going to prison. But shit, that was fucking, like, 15 years ago. I don't even remember who I was with that day. I just remember I was with the fucking band, like, the Battle of the Bands, like, group. I didn't even like Battle of the Bands. I just knew every year when Battle of the Bands showed up, there was, like, a skating competition. And I liked, even though I never actually placed or did anything in the competition, I just liked that it was, like, one of the few times, like, a real skate park showed up in our podunk town. And, like, there was, like, a free skate for, like, 2 days. And then when Battle of the Bands actually went on, the contest went on. So, like, there was 2 days to actually skate in a legitimate skate park. That was kind of cool. But that was, I think, the end of me hanging out with those kids. I don't think I ever hung out with them again. Most of the good malls had cinemas. But not every mall. Not every mall. Yeah, if there was anything worth watching. Genuinely, I don't think I've heard of a movie that no. There was a movie I was super hyped for, and then apparently when it came out, the reviews were so bad that I didn't even hear it had come out. But that was Adam Driver's 65 Million. I was super excited for, like, a legitimate dinosaur movie, and then, like, I heard it was just terrible. I bought some fucking horrible junk food to make. So I've been on, like, you might have been there the day I was dying from eating too many Rice Krispies. I've been on a massive Rice Krispie kick lately. And instead of Rice Krispies, I think we were talking about this because I had explained what a Rice Krispie was. Because I think you thought it was a rice cake. Was that you? You thought I was talking about a rice cake, but not like the fucking horrible dry rice cakes that come in like a 6-pack and nobody ever actually eats them. They eat one in front of a family member and they're like, I'm healthy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only seen John Wick in like YouTube shorts where it's got the fucking Sigma male music behind it. The bounce, the bounce, the bounce, the bounce, the bounce, the bounce. Like the bullshit music behind it. But like, I can't watch movies like that. I just think they're cheesy. Although I will say the last one had some pretty solid cinematography. Yes, yeah. I think it's because it reminds me of my dad taking those movies way too seriously that I can't enjoy them. My dad is the person those movies are made for because he thinks that's, like, legitimate. You talk to my son wrong, and I'm Mr. Nobody. And it's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You can barely touch your toes on a fucking, like, warm day in the shower. Nobody's threatened by you. Like, the fucking girl that plays on my soccer team says you have chicken legs, and I've specifically not told you that because she's mean. But she makes fun of you. I'll fuck that girl up. She thinks she's big? She thinks she's big because she gets to play goalie on your team? She only gets to play goalie on your team because she's 6 years older than you guys, and she's too bad to play in her league. And it's like, Dad, are you actually taking this insult from her? I'm not going to tell Becca that she got in your head. Just jokes, people. Just jokes. Becca's not a real person. I never had a girl that was 6 years older than me on my soccer team. Although that is like a possible situation. I got put on like the team. Every time I'd pick a sports team that had like multiple teams to be put on, I always somehow ended up on the team that needed like the extra player, because otherwise they would get kicked off the whole fucking roster that season. It was bad. I remember one year looking around and thinking to myself, like, I know all of these kids, but like, they're not in my grade. What's going on here? And like, it slowly dawned on me that I was playing with 3rd graders as a 5th grader, because I was so small compared to the other 5th graders that they were just like, just throw them on the 3rd grade team, it'll be fine. They need a player. I played soccer for 1 season, and I wasn't good at it. I was so small, and like, I just couldn't keep up with kids. Literally, like, if you had already started to think about hitting puberty, I couldn't keep up with you because my fucking legs were like 6 inches shorter than yours. Oh, nice. See, I wasn't a dumbass. I was just, again, lacking any form of puberty. And until, like, I was, like, 15 or something like that, I was literally thinking to myself, like, I might be 4 foot my whole fucking life. Like, maybe 5 foot will get around to me, but, like, it'll be okay. And then all of a sudden, one fucking year, like, I had horrific growing pains. And then I got nice ass lightning marks for stretch marks. And I grew literally like a foot. It was fucked up. Some straight up King of the Hill Joseph Gribble stuff. Like, over a summer, I grew a foot. I looked like a newborn giraffe. No, I accidentally scored a goal on my own goalie in a game of football. And that was it. I honestly, I think I remember telling the coach, like, I didn't want to play anymore. But, like, it was one of those, like, no, nonsense, you'll get it next time, Tiger! And, like, I just remember, like, standing in my designated spot, and if the ball came at me, I would just stand there and kick it, like, as softly as possible, because I was just humiliated. It was my own fault. I remember, like, my ADHD brain was just like, move! Like, just because they told you you're in this position, like, move! Like, you can do something. And I remember I just went crazy for the ball one time and went for, like, this crazy jump kick and just fucking kicked it straight back into the goal. And, like, obviously the goalie wasn't expecting me to fucking kick the ball backwards. Yeah, that's me. But, like, I scored on our own goal, and, like, I just remember thinking, like, I hate my own self, so, like, I can't even look at the other people, because, like, I'm sure it'll just make me want to die. But, nope, baseball sucked because I played with people 2 years younger than me, and they played better than me. Oh my god, that was, like, probably one of the worst things for, like, baseball, was just being like, okay, you're older than these kids. Like, you're the kid that they think is like, this is fucked up, why is he playing with us? Like, he's so much older. And then, like, they'd school on me. Nice. Nice. See, you'd been a great American. No, I'm kidding. The bar is pretty fucking low. Anybody would. You'd probably make an outstanding American. Probably an unbelievable one. Because you'd have manners. No, and it's like one of those things, like, I feel like one of those fucking losers who, like, peaked in high school and just like, yeah, fucking back in my olden days, and it's just like, I'm even worse, because it's like, I didn't even get that. It's like, I fucking hit puberty so late, I didn't even get to have an olden day. It's like, I remember one day, like, trying to relearn how to skateboard from fucking learning on 2-foot legs to 4-foot legs. it was just like, literally, I looked like a baby giraffe trying to get a drink at the fucking watering hole. And then the skateboard was a crocodile fucking hitting me in the crotch. That's funny, yeah, probably. I got put as catcher at one point on the baseball team because I think they just realized I was useless, and the best thing I could do was get hit with a ball and then pick it up really fast and try to throw it to first. Eventually, I just kept getting hit by the ball because, like, and this is even worse because we later found out I was blind and I needed glasses, and I couldn't see. The whole keep your eye on the ball is impossible if you can't see far enough to focus on the ball. So, like, I just kept getting hit by the ball. And, like, at a certain point, I remember just, like, okay, close your eyes. You get hit, reach down, swipe around, grab the ball, throw it to second, and they can tag the guy out. And it worked a couple times, but, like, at a certain point, I remember, like, thinking, like, how do you explain to your dad that, like, you're sick of just getting hit with the fucking ball because you can't catch it? Nice. I was told by my, I was gonna call her a music professor, but fuck you. I don't even remember what your name is, you bitch. But she told me I should probably not even try to go into high school music because it wasn't gonna work out for me. I can't remember her exact words, but I just remember thinking, like, fuck you. Like, you're lucky I don't give a shit. But she was right. I probably fucked up a lot of music competitions for her, but I didn't give a shit. The only reason I was in music that one year was because my friends told me there was a bunch of positions opening up because, like, all of the original percussion kids didn't give a shit about music, so they quit. And then there was, like, 9 instruments that had opened up, so, like, if I tried out for band, I was gonna get it. And the one cool thing about band was that no matter what, it was your second period class. So, like, you always got to hang out with your friends if you had band class. See, that's interesting, because I can as well. I'm really good at bird songs. I'm very good at, like, differentiating different birds. But, like, I have no fucking rhythm. Literally, no rhythm. So, like, I'm probably one of those people who could, like, figure out how to tune a piano, and they'd be like, oh, play something! And I'd just look at you like, okay, ma'am, I'm just here to fucking tune the piano. Like, no. Please do not ask me to play something. Over there fucking playing, like, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star like a 9-year-old, and they're just like, oh, that wasn't very good. But it was in key, wasn't it? I don't know, was it? It was! That's why you hired me. I'm leaving now. I'll bill you. Yeah, like, I love, like, bird songs and stuff like that, trying to figure out, like, what bird you're listening to, and, like, sometimes you got, like, a different pitch because it's a fucking weird bird, and you gotta, like, oh, is it this bird? It's not this bird, it's this pattern, but it's this vocalization, but it sounds weird. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, like, I can't keep rhythm. Also, this is a very strange thing, but I suck at counting rests because of my fucking ADHD. So, like, I either have to have a very active part and continuously read and play, but the second I have rests, I'm fucked. The second I have to count fucking anything over 4, I lose my fucking any potential at a beat or a rhythm. Which is funny because my first instrument was bass drum, and looking back at it, she probably did want to wring my neck. Oh my god, she probably did. Because later she just gave me timpani parts, which were just at the fucking start. I would literally just do drum rolls, and then I would sit there for the rest of the song. She hated me. I realize that now. That woman hated me. And that's okay, because she was just one of many. Yeah, but again, percussion was like the only thing that hit like open spots, so it was what I was going to be put on. So she probably didn't even like think twice. Like, ah, yeah, we got a new kid. Like, he'll learn. And little did she know, I was incapable of learning. Oh my god. No wonder people probably hated me so much when I would do, like, the pencil tapping shit was popular. Probably because other kids were pencil tapping with rhythm, and I'm over there just fucking swinging away with my pencils like, yeah, fucking, look at me. I'm Neil Peart Diamond, drummer boy. Just kidding. The only true drummer is Benson from Regular Show. Oh shit, we're at 2 hours. Okay, so this isn't a good fish. I wanna. How do these other people fish? Okay, there's no way y'all are fishing like this. I watched the video. What is this shit? Y'all fish like this? This is fucking weird. Y'all don't deserve big fucking fish. I watched the video again. I ain't fucking switching the way I fish. Fucking weirdos. I don't even want to practice. I don't even want that to be something my muscles learn. I would rather my muscles fucking stay ignorant. See, like, I keep the pole directed one way so that if I can catch a double, I can. But I can quickly flip it. And when I quickly flip it, I get the reverse as well as a tension bonus. So look how quick the bar is going up. If I catch the arrow soon enough, the bar won't go up as fast. And if you catch it perfectly, the bar won't go up, like, at all. Ooh! Damn! That's a good fucking fish. Alright, I am going to grab... Do I have anything to quickly eat? I don't... Oh, shit, what the fuck? Why are they all looking at me? That was weird. Fucking weird as shit. They were judging me. Oh, God. I wonder if today's the day. I wonder if somebody's getting replaced. I wonder if they're freaked out. They might sense it. Anyways, YouTube, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Twitch.